following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
I don't believe you mentioned one.
Sergeant.
Sure, that'll do.
Question mark. I wanted to have a word with
Lieutenant, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I wanted to speak with you and your friend, Patrick.
Oh, Opal, she's over there on the dance floor. Yo, short stuff! Get over here! Tall man wants to speak with you.
Making a leg. Very punny.
She stops dancing and,
I'll point out that I'm
approaches.
speaking human to them.
Oh, okay.
I have to do that, apparently.
I don't think they can tell. They just think it's the translator. She stops dancing with Ma'ara and approaches. Oh. Hi, Miss, sorry, Commander Centurious.
Yes. You don't need to salute me.
Okay. You wanted to speak to me?
I have these copies here. Would you, if you mind just turning to page 3 and looking at the highlighted sections?
Yes.
Does that look familiar to either of you?
It shows it to him as well. Well, I'm no medical expert, but, you know, that looks like, the results of ESO exposure to me.
Yes. Do you know where I came across this?
Opal goes, no, but this is human DNA.
I'm watching Mr. Renard's face for any sign of
as
not
soon as
being
she's-
surprised.
Of not being surprised.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When she says it's human, his eyebrows noticeably raise.
I do know what that means.
Their hair has risen. Alarm.
You
That's
see,
alarm.
Systems Alliance doctors have been specifically looking for this in this particular patient. Like they know it's going to be there.
You don't say.
Now, what if I was a fledgling galactic military with no biotics? What would I want to add to my arsenal as soon as humanly possible?
Interesting turn of phrase.
How do you turn a phrase?
It's turn of phrase.
Yeah. That's the problem with that one.
It's a figure of speech.
Would that be a turn?
It must be a human thing.
I believe the answer you're looking for. Yeah, sure. I believe the answer you're looking for is biotics. You know, the thing everybody else has, but you don't.
So, what do you think, if you were a fledgling galactic military,
Like we are.
you would want to do to get that as soon as possible?
Are you intimating that
I'm intimating nothing at all for legal reasons.
Okay, are you intimating, or are you speculating, perhaps I should say, that this fledgling military, who shall remain nameless, might perhaps instigate some deliberate malfeasance in order to expose some of its young generation to Element Zero?
I'm thinking along the lines of that. Perhaps also being that taking full advantage of genuine accidental exposure. But
Well,
given that safety protocols are so everywhere. It is a little odd.
Well, I mean, when you're a new species...
I mean,
dealing
think
with
about how
new
quickly
things.
they showed up to start testing, specifically looking for this. Almost as though they knew. Now, I'm kind of a suspicious guy. It's how I make my living. By being suspicious and then shooting people.
I see.
Well, you know, I'm buying ammunition. If I don't use it, it's just going to pile up.
They both just look at each other.
Can't fool his logic.
Opal leans over, it's like, don't you get like 10,000 shots every those blocks?
I know, they need to make more efficient ammunition. 10,000 shots. Jeez, how am I supposed to survive on that? I thought I would come by, hit up some of dependable, reliable, hero of the galaxy rover Robibez's friends, who are absolutely in the jobs they claim they are, and see if they might be able to have a little nose around to see if members of her family are being exploited by a careless, thoughtless oligarchy. You know, just for their safety and protection. Not that I'm saying that's where this came from.
Perception check.
Just blows people up at my dead stand.
Oh,
Technically, it's his stand according to the intro. You've got
Sidewinders! Nani? Oh, Lord, rulebook right in my face. That's never what I want to see when I wake up in the morning. Oh, this is going to be great. It's perception, you say, not sense motive or anything like that.
Repeat.
Because there is no perception, there's spot.
a spot, sorry, yeah.
Okay, so that would be 24. I'm really glad he didn't ask for sense motive. That's garbage.
Yeah, no, because this isn't really sense motive, it's just reading expressions.
That's what sense motive is!
No, but I mean, like... Yeah.
Why am I
I'm more
arguing
of a base-
against this? It's
I'm more
my
at a
advice.
base level.
Same teaming yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Fine, well, I'll roll the list of stuff. No,
That's my thing. It's only a
Opal looks
15.
noticeably distressed as soon as you say exploiting Rose's family. Keith looks a little like,
Fuck you, man.
well, no, like a little
It's because you white.
just awkward about it. Wait, are you saying that you suspected that this fledgling government has been deliberately doing nasty shit to one of my friends in order to...
I'm saying no such thing. Because I have no evidence to back that up. But it is a thing that has happened in the past. And, of course, this could just be extremely fortuitous crisis management. Accidental exposures do happen. Happens to Quarians all the time, just ask Ator.
She looks very thoughtful. And then she
But
narrows
nonetheless,
her eyes. It's like, can you tell me whose medical record this is?
I cannot at this time. It's not Rover's.
It's going to be one of her brothers.
I never said that.
Probably... Winston's. I need to find an extranet terminal. Excuse me.
There's one on my ship.
Do you say that?
Yes.
If she stops in her tracks, am I allowed access to it?
Sure. Let's go.
Is it private and secure?
There might be 20 or 30 people in the Turian military who could crack it.
Okay, but is it going to be private and secure for me?
Oh, yes.
So I'm not going to use it and then suddenly find you've keylogged info that I have.
Absolutely not. Scout's honor.
You won't do it at all, Logan.
I can't do that. That's the one thing.
Logan will not
No,
log it.
I
at all.
absolutely will not do that.
Trish.
Shut up! Semantics! Shut up!
Hey, if you want to use a
She's
public
gonna,
term, go
she's
ahead.
gonna try and sense any deception.
I'm not being deceptive,
No,
so I
I
don't
mean-
need to roll. It is secure.
Yeah, it actually is probably more secure than
Well, it has to be. I mean, Trish is monitoring and adapting the firewalls
Yep.
and defences.
Do you want me to come along too, or?
You're more than welcome. I did want to check in on Hecka to see if she's managed to land Daniel yet.
Was it a...
The Turian girl and Daniel.
Wait, Hecka's a girl.
I'm pretty sure that's a Turian female.
Excuse me, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise I'm not going to get an opportunity. I'll just glide over to see how they're doing.
Okay.
Hey, how you two get to doing?
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Hello, Commander.
You don't need to see me.
Oh. Okay. I'm doing fine. Did you want something to drink? I didn't know you were coming.
Oh, no, I'm not. I was just checking in on both of you before I left.
Oh. I'm good. Yes, I'm good too. It's a shame you won't stay around longer.
What is she communicating to me with secret sister language of face?
She's communicating like it's like, oh, I you probably picked up on the fact that she's probably like, oh, I'm just full of lots of stories about my good friend Logan that I can tell Daniel, and I will continue to tell Daniel.
It's okay, all of my stories are, by canon fact, awesome. Except for that one.
Yeah, that's the problem when she fucking hero worships you.
any other.
Why? Such a prick! Oh, right, never meet your heroes.
Because you're the only interesting one and the rest of your family's boring and she hates them. Well, she doesn't really hate them,
Yeah,
but she...
I was going to say, she's the one who's like, oh no, Mum's going to travel to Thessia where all the boobs are. You got to stop
Where
her.
will I
so-
get-
I'm jealous.
Where will I get my bread?
That one time she was stuck inside the washing machine and she's like, step ladder, what are you doing?
Oh, yes.
That never happened. They didn't call me step ladder.
Look against you told to be step ladder. He's full size ladder.
Extension ladder.
Extension ladder.
Lunk.
Cherry picker.
I'm trying to think of the name of that
Fireman's ladder.
multi-section.
Oh yeah, I was actually going to ask if Shannon,
seen on TV.
if you could come by work and replace one of the light bulbs up in the ceiling. The cherry picker won't get up that high.
The funny thing
We
is,
can't replace the
it is
light bulb. We can't
as
get
seen
up
on
there.
TV.
Is that actually true?
Yes.
Extension ladder, as seen on
This is
TV.
just like
it
a
is
normal
extension
light.
ladder, right?
No,
Well,
it's a big. It's a
big
big.
fluorescent
It's a
thing.
big thing about this big.
Oh, like the one in our bathroom?
No, bigger.
Oh, bigger, okay.
It lights up a quarter of a warehouse, kid. It's not going to be small.
I don't know how many you have
That
per...
light bulb has been in there for like 25, 30 years.
Yeah, and it's going to stay there until you die because it's made the
Who do we
old-fashioned
outlive?
way.
Who
Then
do we
I'll walk
outlive
in there
the-
later, and go flick it, and go.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
today.
great. They don't make those anymore. It's a heat bulb, which means it's an inefficient bulb. We're calling a heat bulb because rebranding the marketing is easier than designing a good product. But it's good because that bathroom is freezing cold in winter.
No, I've literally stood up in winter and gone...
Because we're not getting pressure out of the hot. Although that hot tap is dripping, it's probably costing. us.
He's already been notified he's going to come around and put a new washer and stuff in it at some point.
Neat. We're getting a new washer.
Well, I don't know, that rubber...
Oh, that kind of washer. Fine.
Reboard.
Okay, also the down news, the house that they own around the corner there, they've given the tenants notice and they're moving out because they're going to be moving into that house and at the other end of the street.
Hey, cool. Well, that means it's not going to be a drug lab anymore.
Wait, so your parents are moving? So they're going to be literally just down around the corner.
Guess there's no excuse to not do the kitchen anymore, huh?
They can literally be with binoculars going, I see it dead!
Don't need binoculars for that, kid. Well, good. Good. As long as you two are having fun.
That's great, you should join us.
I can't. I have work to do.
But you're always the one who's like, people need more fun in their lives, and then you're all work.
If it helps, I've been tormenting Sergeant Tadami all night.
So when you die, do I get your stuff?
Some of it.
Sweet.
You get all the Krogan porn.
Daniel.
Commander.
Need to relax, okay?
I don't have intentions.
Stop. Why? She's not good enough for you.
No, I mean, I don't want. I'm not gonna do any. We just met, and also I have.
Well, how's Heka reacting to this?
She's. Turians can't smirk, which is annoying, but she's kind of just casually leaning there, going, "Oh, this should be good," sort of expression. I also don't know if that kind of thing is safe. If one was to, I mean, but we only just met. It's too early for anything like that, and I'm not saying that I'm. Oh boy.
Daniel needs to stop 5 sentences early.
There's a cream.
And he walks away.
Oh wow.
Just don't lean into it. Could be like, he's nice.
Kind of is.
You got a winner there. Well, I mean, I've heard of worse fetishes.
Turians can't blush either.
It's almost like we're the perfect species.
I suppose you got all these bonuses to bluff, basically, because they do have that, like, when we're lying, if we're not good, our mandibles will flick back and down.
Yeah, there's probably that, and because Garrus just emoted so fucking hard with his dialogue.
Oh.
You can't have secret powers.
Look, they'll both get a little more liquored. Daniel will probably
Get a bit more liquid, and she'll get liquored. And
yeah, and then the thing you're implying.
and then you'll receive a polite inquiry about the cream.
Well, there's some on the ship.
I mean, okay, full disclosure, Daniel has already got this thing in his mind that's like, wait, because Turians are Dextro, Amino, and we're Levo, if you're human, and you stick your dick in a Turian girl, do you get, like, rashes or something?
Would I poison her?
Or that, like,
I'm surprised he hasn't gone fucking
Oh, well,
Google
in that
it.
case, I'll just embarrass him slightly more then. No, don't worry, you can't make her sick or anything. And you'll be fine. It's only digestive systems that really...
And then she just again smirks in a Turian way, just turns to him and goes, "Yes, just no blowjobs," and then it's fine.
Wait, was that true?
Well, as long as I don't swallow.
Oh.
Poor Daniel. Daniel's just
Well,
forgetting
thanks, Hector. Now I know a thing.
something you don't want to know.
Anyway, you two kids have fun.
I can feel the mortification levels from here.
Google.
Just walk out. Just walk
Turian's
out.
gift.
We're the other two out. He's like, look, you got Jim. Walk past.
Hey! Oh, he's leaving.
Well, if these two are fast, I'll be back.
And he's taking the tiny robot girl and the big black guy with him. He works fast.
Up to a certain point.
I mean, he is going to be like, and he's going with Opal and the black guy, whose name I forget. I think they call him K.
Keith.
Big
Retard.
Special K.
Keith Luke Retard.
Did you gay?
Oh no.
So many sus names on this list that clearly have meanings. Ken.
They're not sus.
It sounds like a jester play.
So just as you guys are about to leave,
More
these
sex.
two arrive at the club.
Rovers, Zardos.
We were hoteling.
We went to the hotel because I need to pick up Gasalis.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah. And I've got to force my parents onto Tiala and then bail.
So you start heading to the elevator to go up. I'm going to go back to that bookshop.
Oh, you
and
need
buy-
a cream?
I'm going to go back to the bookshop, buy a couple
I'm
more
fine.
copies of that issue, and try and find Gasalis.
The two things related?
He would need something to hide behind.
So
Cut
another
out, cut out
was
with
it
the nipples.
like 5 credits for the magazines, and you're going to search for Gasalis,
Yes.
and you're finding your parents.
But while I'm in the elevator heading up, I'm just going to send a message to Tiala.
Good. Tiala's
Right.
done nothing all night.
I'll respond. In my room.
Lamp.
Are you free to talk to my parents about this ship?
Yes.
I'll bring them along. I'm going to assume my parents will be in. We'll go to my old room. It's still my room. I did sleep in it, I guess.
We'll snuggle, cuddle up with mum and dad.
Walk in on your mum and dad.
Not a clean room.
They're just sitting there with their suits connected together going, oh. Zardos, dear. It's exactly what it looks like. I'm breathing your mother. This is how you were conceived.
Goes out, blows brains out.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to worry. Your
Unclean.
parents aren't doing anything dirty.
Yet.
Your father's not in his pun far.
Oi! 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 Oi!
Vang!
I literally plot.
Can't affect the brain.
Plotched inside your mother. No.
I press the button on the door.
It opens.
No, not the one that opens it. The one
Oh,
that's
you
like the
saw
doorbell.
You just want to walk in on
Yes,
everything.
It's me, Pa.
Oh, come on in.
Come in. So it's just what we were talking about before. It's just made me think I need to be more awkward than I need to be.
So many dirty channels.
Sitting there, their scarves off.
Don't!
Right. Tiala's free to talk about the ship if you want to wrap up that business.
Oh, of course.
I've got to get to a party, so I'll take you over there, and then I've got a jet.
Oh, you want to spend time with all your friends? That nice little Asari girl with the appetite.
Wholesome little birthday party.
She'll be there, yes.
That's nice.
Put that meat in her mouth. You put that meat in her mouth. Tess is
love
very
meat.
hungry for that meat in her mouth.
Well, she is.
It's like-
We know this.
It's like Lonely Island without all of the good people in it.
That was
That's-
Sposh.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I'll take him round to Tiala's room. Doorbell again.
Who was it?
It's me. Zalo.
Come in.
Tiala's just like, there's not enough dirty channels. Hey, three-toed sloth. The financial market today.
Hey, I brought my parents. So you know,
Hello, Miss Diavo.
Captain.
Oh, in fact, you're a major, I believe. Sorry, Major. Major Diavo.
It's a phony baloney rank I made up. What? All of our ranks.
Sorry to interrupt you when you want to spend time with your family and friends.
It's alright.
Here alone.
And the broom maker's long. Cut to shot of outside long.
Thank God you three Quarians are here.
Land.
Brazzers.
I figure I'll leave you guys to it. I've got to go. Salo fades
No,
out.
that's not how this works.
What do you mean?
You're brokering the deal
Oh.
between
I
us.
didn't think I had any more responsibility. Okay.
Zalo, that's not very good of you. You should be a nice, responsible young man. If you're going to get anywhere, you have to be responsible. Do you think your father became a captain by not being responsible?
No, I can't. All right.
You need to earn that vast sentinel name that you've got.
Yes, ma. Shit, playing I haven't earned. Makes me sad.
You kind of haven't.
Killed a bunch of people. What else does it
But that means that I would have vast at the end of my name, Sentinel. That means that Rose would have vast.
Achievement unlocked. First sentinel match.
Yeah, 50 kills.
I hope you haven't done your level quest.
No.
You got to get your mount. It's a dog.
There we go. It's like, I looked around, I was like, who's going to say it?
I was going to wait another 3 beats and then go, woof. But more sexfully.
Woof. Bow wow. Growl.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
So how do we do this?
Well, you need to graft your parents for all your work.
So,
Well, when Quarians love a ship very much, then they buy it, and it becomes part of the fleet.
Exactly.
So
It
now
should be
get-
over by now.
So now declare your allegiance. Your parents or your employer?
House of X. No. It's way more economical to get my top tier equipment from them than it is to build the factory that lets me build the factory to get them build the thing. No. Fuck that shit. I'm just gonna get it from X. I only need 1 deviator. 2 if I want to be super efficient.
I don't know what's happening. But that's common.
You've never played Dune 2?
No.
June 2000.
He's probably skipped the
I
entire.
think so.
arc.
Empire Battle for Dune?
His
How many Dune games are there?
his
4.
his RTS are probably actually
Wait,
like the
that
Total
war?
War series.
That's not all of them are
I have been
RTSs.
playing a lot of.
No, I mean, the
Total
first one
War.
wasn't.
Yeah.
I played a lot of like Age of Empires and
Yeah, he's played like Total War era
Command and
RTS.
Conquer when I was younger.
The children.
But now you're
So-
just Total War now.
I believe we basically agreed on a price, yes?
Well, we talked about a price.
so what price have you has
Well-
been offered?
350,000.
That's
That's
really
where we
high.
got to before I thought we should be talking to you.
Why is it so high?
That is 7 times the normal price we get.
That's. You sure that's right?
The camo grid is quite a feature,
And the sheer size and the armor quality.
and it is the
The,
one of the more ideal ships for the fleet at the moment. A lot of space, and it's also quite well defended if you know how to fly it.
It's all right. You don't mind it being the rock pattern? That'd be alright.
Oh,
for
I
you.
mean, it could be any pattern it wants to be, so. Thanks to the scanning mob.
It's not a. That's fine, Pa. Call
It's
it.
Scanimatron. Get it right, honey.
That's only marginally closer.
I believe it's Scantorositor.
Scanning mode?
Yeah, you can you scan the terrain beneath where you want to land, and then the camo grid takes that appearance. That being said, you can't apply it everywhere. Like, if I scan the docking port, and then landed, it would be strange that there was a big docking port looking thing. But
It would squish it, or well, not squish it, but it would squish it and then turn it into dough.
It's
so the rock is probably the most common use for it, actually. Asteroid.
Terrain.
Yeah.
350 if that's what you're offering. That's sounds like a reasonable deal.
Excellent, excellent.
Now,
Liquor.
we will pay you in
There is
one
a
of
traditional
500,
drink.
one of 595
If you're ready to break your
installments.
glassware. It's tradition.
Because I don't know the quarrying traditions. Why you're here for the brokering?
It's sort of, I gather they're largely based on the sort of Russian thing, so I believe you would have a little drink from the same bottle and then smash your glasses. And then smash your glasses. And then smash your glasses. And then smash your glasses.